Shalom. It's that time again, Israel. It's the Lord's 54th annual Passover in North Carolina.
Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we came to do. Huh?
The Isupk, under Commander General Yohana, will be hosting the Lord's 54th annual Passover in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Convention Center. This is something that you do not want to miss. Make sure that y'all bring the entire family.
Wait till I get with you. If I gotta go to ground, I'ma shut the town down. I ain't about to stop until I hear stand down. All you gonna see is a lot of man down.
The Downtown Raleigh Convention Center. For Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Go to isupk.com to purchase your tickets today. $200 per every adult over the age of 17 years old.
We are not the same. No, we not related. I'm not stuck on living. Death is a vacation. My camp undefeated. You cannot debate it. You just want the clout.
The Lord's 54th annual Passover, April the 1st, is coming down to Raleigh, North Carolina. That's right. Commander General Yohana has done it again. You don't want to miss this. Pull yourself. Pull yourself.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my houses. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle sat in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage is safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies.
The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5, I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through it. And the damn by king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
When Westworld, let's get it. Gon' be sure, tell them make sure. If not, we gon' make war. Clips say it hold 20, but I think it could take more. Grab a stick, fire on your camp, we gon' make s'mores. I ain't satisfied with my spot, then I'ma take yours. No matter how many roadblocks in my way, I'ma break forward. This path I'm on is so damn narrow, I just stay forward. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, I just ate more. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, give me 8 more. Nigga, I don't sugarcoat shit, bitch, I'm straightforward. Don't give a fuck if they don't let me in, I just break doors. Ballin' so hard, they asking what team that I play for. Skimmer who? They ain't stopped making guns when they made yours. Sick with it, feeling like I woke up with stage 4. They ain't want the beast loose, what they opened up the cage for. Endure the pain, been through hard times is what I'm made for. Paid my dues, never left a wage, I just rage roar. So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Still against all enemies. In high school, you was the man that's lost memory shit. Lost energy, never lost my energy. Never lose control, never losing, dog, I plan to keep. You lose your mind where I'm from, I ain't talking from what you see. I never lost soul, losing times, wasting steady pacing. You off track, I'm on that. You pray to God, hoping he can save you. But there's power by war, and that's a different angle. This another lost cause, and I'm just adding to the list. They not seeing me for that reason, got a flash on the grip. Nigga, big priest, they gon' judge me by my increase. And I'ma keep stepping in these joys to the increase. Just got off the phone with Jacob, and he said it's time to shine. Certified, blue dot, put it on you, now you verified. One Westworld, bigger than World War 3. Do not sleep, it's not cheap, and it's still top 3.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Came on boats and then chains, so when I get rich, I'ma grab a boat and 10 chains with 12 ribs from each tribe. And each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'ma have the deep squad. Been rapping since knee high, now a nigga shack size. Spit that holy fire, when you hear it, you get baptized. One Westworld, yeah, you niggas know the logo. And I'ma bust it down so the haters see the glow glow. Let's have a feast, let's shine on our enemies. Right in they face, let's blind all our enemies. Cause now we have, but we come from half knots. Throw that cash on the ground, my nigga, let's cast lots. I started from the bottom, birthed out of mud, raised by gangsters, turned out a thug. I ain't give a fuck, burnt out I was, from hitting licks in and out and selling nicks in the drop.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Yep. Yep, sir. All right. What's on Christ? Clap it up. All right. All right, Akim. Shalom, y'all by Shimi Yashabakatah to all the brothers. Y'all Shema Al by Shimi Yashab to all the sisters. Priest Officer Ra'an here to teach class tonight until Kamal Kwa gets here. All right, before I get to my topic, does anyone have a question concerning the scripture? Go ahead, Carl.
So it wasn't just a certain scripture, but my question was about the book of Exodus. That like once the Lord like showed his power,
Right.
like through Moses, like why was it so difficult? Like what made us like after a while not want to follow what the Lord say do after he showed so many different powers when he was directing Moses to free us up, to let us go up out of Egypt?
That's a question that that's a question that every prophet ever asks. we just hard-headed, you know what I'm saying? Like it's in the Bible. I'm gonna pull it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Hold on, let me get that for you. Let me see. Go to Baruch 2:30. Let me get that with you. Go to Baruch 2:30. In the Apocrypha. Start at verse 24.
Come on. This is the book of Baruch out of the Apocrypha, chapter 2 and verse 24, right?
24.
But we will not hearken unto thy voice to serve the king of Babylon. Therefore hast thou made good the words that thou speakest by thy servants, the prophets, namely, that the bones of our kings and bones of our fathers should be taken out of their places.
Meaning this, like, we didn't want to. What it says right here, it says we do not want to serve the king of Babylon. We want to follow what the prophets teach. What are the good things? It says, therefore, thou hast made good the words that thou hast spakest by the servants of the prophets. What are the good words that what the scripture is talking about? What are the good words?
So like it, sir, like you said, like what we like to say ourselves, or like specific,
like anything, like we read the law. What are the good things? The good things. Read from top 24.
Come. The book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 24. But we will not hearken unto thy voice to serve the king of Babylon.
To serve what?
To serve the king of Babylon. Therefore hast thou made good the words that thou spakest by thy servants the prophets.
By thy what?
By thy servants the prophets.
What are the good things? What are the good words that the prophets speak? Just think about it. What do you say at camp? What are the good things? What Christ called it the good news. I gave you the answer.
Like the good things, good things like Christ is our King. He coming back to save his people.
That's it. Give him a hand. That's the point. Like, he's coming back to America to destroy America. You know what I'm saying? Like, the good news that your preacher talk about is not the good news within the Bible. The good news what they teach in church is Christ coming back with flowers. He's lifting everybody up. What's it called? The rapture. Everyone beams up in the sky and everybody turn to angels and all that. We all live peace and quiet for all eternity. That's not in the Bible. That's not the good news. The good news is Christ is coming back to save a people that's been oppressed here in America for 400 years.
That's right.
That's the good news. The good news is he's giving justice. He's getting justice to people that well deserve it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that people right there is the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
Those
are the good words that the prophets speak. All right, continue reading on.
Mm-hmm. That the bones of our kings.
The bones of our what?
Of our king.
Bones of our king, talking about King Solomon, King David, King Saul. You know what I'm saying? Like, these prophets share the same blood as these men right here. They was in the same family. All right, go ahead.
And the bones of our fathers.
Bones of our fathers. Who was our fathers? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Phones on mute, Aki. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those are our fathers. All right, go ahead.
Should be taken out of their places.
Continue reading on.
Verse 25. And lo, they are cast out to the heat of the day, and to the frost of the night, and they die in great mysteries by famine,
Continue reading on.
by sword, and by pestilence.
Skip down to verse 27.
Verse 27.
Start at verse 26.
Verse 26. And the house which is called by thy name has thou laid waste.
That is what?
Has thou laid waste.
How does we was laid waste? What does waste mean? Look up the word waste. You got it, Carl?
I didn't look up the definition, so I was just gonna give it a shot.
Go ahead.
Laid waste, like we just outed, like destroyed, basically.
You can get it. Yeah, you can say destroyed. Give me a definition of it.
Come, sir.
You got it.
Come, sir.
Good. Come on, read it.
Definition of waste: used or expended carelessly, extravagantly, or to do no purpose.
Or to what?
Or to do no purpose.
That's what you want to get, to do no purpose. Like, it's wasted. It's like saying, like, your talent is being wasted. You know what I'm saying? You have all this talent, you know what I'm saying, but you're not using it to good use. Like, black people, we have a talent of us coming together, rising up, coming against our oppressors. But all that's gone to waste. You know what I'm saying? Like, think of all the movements. Think of all the movements that black people have created to go against America. And how have those moves gone to waste?
They were destroyed by our oppressor, like the FBI, CIA, like certain movements that was like the Black Panthers. They got destroyed by our oppressor.
Right.
Martin Luther King. That whole thing was a setup to be destroyed, in my opinion.
Right.
Just to further us even further away.
Right. It's a waste. You know what I'm saying? It's a waste. You know what I'm saying? Like, gather all those people in Washington, D.C. meant nothing. You know, like Farrakhan, how many man marches he made? 3 million man marches. 3 million man marches. All that was gone to waste. You know what I'm saying? But meanwhile, like Donald Trump people, you know what I'm saying, stormed the whole White House. They didn't need a million man march for that. All it needs is about what? A few hundred people? 300 people to just storm the whole White House. You know what I'm saying? Like we have listen, we have power. We definitely have power as a people, but all that's gone to waste because we love the other nations. We want to join with America. You know what I'm saying? We want to compromise who we are as a people. We want to compromise our flavor, our skin, you know what I'm saying, our culture by gravitating towards other people's culture. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened in the garden. That happened in the garden with Adam and Eve. You know what I'm saying? We had the culture. Like I taught last class, we had the culture, but we want to be like the other nations. You know what I'm saying? Like the serpent told Eve, man, you eat this knowledge, you're gonna be like a god. And that was pleasing to her. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, she compromised her culture to be with them. You know what I'm saying? All that's gone to waste. All right. All right. Come on, read on.
Come. As it is to be seen this day. For the wickedness
till this day, it's 2023. This book has been written, what, a few thousand years?
Come.
You know what I'm saying? About 3,000 years old? Read.
Come. For the wickedness of the house of Israel and the house of Judah.
When it says house of Israel and house of Judah, talking about Israel, talking about the Hispanics, the Hispanic tribes. You got Ephraim all the way down to Gad. You know what I'm saying? And Judah talking about so-called Negroes, Haitians, and so-called West Indians. All right, go ahead.
Verse 27. O Lord, our God, that thou hast dealt with us after all thy goodness, and according to all that great mercy of thine.
What was the mercy that the Lord gave us, even though we was being wicked? What was the mercy that the Lord gave us?
He spared us. Like he could have destroyed us as a nation, right?
That's true, but what was the mercy that he gave us throughout every captivity? What was the mercy? What opportunity did he give Israel in every captivity? Who? Okay, what did he give?
So I want to say through all the captivities, he gave us another chance to redeem ourselves.
How?
By
what did he give? Every captivity, starting with, I say, starting the flood, all the way down to today.
He gave us prophets.
Give him a hand. That's the mercy right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we're in captivity, the Lord gives us an opportunity to change our life by sending prophets. You know what I'm saying? That's mercy right there. Like, the Lord's giving you opportunity to change your life. Same with how he gave us, he sent Christ. Christ was the ultimate. You know what I'm saying? Like, scripture say this: he who believe on him, whosoever shall believe on him shall not perish. That's a powerful scripture right there. That means anyone in the nation of Israel has an opportunity to change their life and come back and serve the Lord. That's one of the most powerful scriptures, you know what I'm saying, Israel could ever read. That means like a murderer can come back, a drug dealer can come back, a stripper can come back. Anyone that did anything wicked, you know what I'm saying, they get opportunity to come back and serve the Lord. That's how powerful the truth is. You know what I'm saying? Like people in the world tend to teach y'all that y'all can't change. You know what I'm saying? Like in the Isupk, we prove them wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every time you change your life, what do people in the world tell you? Well, you used to do this. You used to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you saying that I can't change and become better?
Right.
Are you saying supposed to be like this forever till the day I die? Come on, man. I gotta grow up somehow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Paul said this: as a child, what he say? What was it saying? As I grew as a man, I put away childish things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta grow up. You know what I'm saying? Not just brothers, sisters as well. They gotta grow up too. You know what I'm saying? Like them believing that a man gotta have $7 million in their bank account and he had to be this amount of tall and all that. You're being childish right now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like you get a man to school, he got another rib, you both been sad about that. You gotta grow up. You know what I'm saying? It's our culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? All right. Come on with it.
Come. Verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
As thou spakest by thy servant Moses
Mm-hmm.
in the day when thou didst command him to write thy law before the children of Israel, saying.
Right. This right here is going to get into the topic today. Top today is the Lord's Passover. Get a Lord in hand. Passover coming up next week. You know what I'm saying? All right. Read from top again now.
Come, verse 28. As thou spakest by the servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write thy law before the children of Israel, saying.
So like, hold on. Right, go ahead, read.
Come, verse 29. If ye will not hear my voice, surely this great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them.
Right. This is like a prophecy that the Lord, Moses spoke to us. We disobeyed him, and what happened? We disobeyed him. We was a great, powerful nation. We became small. Like small, not just small as in number, but small as in status. You know what I'm saying? Small as in like you have no power. We don't have a government, a military. We don't have the right leader to follow. We became small as a nation of people. You know what I'm saying? We're scattered abroad, not together. All right? Read.
Come, verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people.
It is a what?
Stiff-necked people.
This is asking a question, Carl. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is every time, like, they seen all the miracles that Moses did. You know what I'm saying? Like the Nile River turned red with blood, locusts, frogs, hemorrhoids, the diseases that the Egyptians had. There's another one. Killing all the firstborn. Moses departed the Red Sea. You know what I'm saying? They see like a little fire. They was following like a fire tornado, following all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They still disobeyed. I don't know. It says right here, we are stiff-necked people. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, Christ raised the dead. Listen to what I'm saying. Christ raised the dead. And how many brothers was on that cross?
Just besides Christ?
Just one. Christ. You know what I'm saying? Two others that was by side, but they were criminals though. You know what I'm saying? But it was Christ on that cross.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People like, listen, we are stiff-necked people, man. You know what I'm saying? That's who we are. Christ rose the dead. Christ turned water into wine. Christ walked on water. You know what I'm saying? That's who we are as a people, man. Like you can make tons of miracles. Like Scripture said, so many miracles that Christ did. You couldn't fit in the book. You couldn't fit in the book. You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead and read.
Come.
You want to give him a hand?
That's class priest Captain Mount Clark.
Give Machiavelli a hand for his hair. Yeah, you did. Oh, man. Ooh. Oh, boy. All right, where we at?
Brother asked, he was basically asking the question like, why we so hard-headed based on like all the things that the prophets done. You know what I'm saying? Like Moses part of the Red Sea, and, but we still disobeyed the Lord.
Yeah. And a hard head make a soft what? You get Rob's hand. I ain't know he would bring it like that, He's been raised under the captain. You know, my mouth is foul. He did. I definitely extended my rule in speech, you know, to the furthest extent, you know. Now Kayash, he right behind me, you understand? I was like, what's wrong with this brother? But we definitely stiff-necked people, that's for sure. We're so heavy about what Ryan was bringing out, or whatever. What scripture you was going over?
Root 2 and 30.
Give me this is a rebellious people. You went over that one?
I was going to get into that one.
Give me that. This is a rebellious people. Y'all got to remember, we are in the spirit of Passover, aren't we? Get the most high hand for that, you know what I'm saying? Brothers getting glorious, you know what I'm saying? The momentum is here. The spirit of brotherhood and sisterhood is in the air. But we must remember this, you know, we must remember our history and our past. This is a people, you know what I'm saying, that watch the sea get split. Watch a cloud, a chariot, lead them on the way and still stand against the Most High in the wilderness. You see what I'm saying? Now, you see some water get split from one side to the next. You would say, well, shit, ain't nobody shit from here. I don't think nobody doing no wickedness from here. You see what I'm saying? But once again, not our people are. You see what I'm saying? Our people are rebellious and have sinned against the Lord. And of course, every time we sin, like a good father, he's gonna be there to punish you. There's no getting around you having to serve the Lord. There's no getting around it. Right. You could try, especially when you've been selected as a prophet. You understand? Like brothers come in here, get oil poured on their head, then leave the school. 5 months later, you hear something, you know, horrible happen. Okay. That's what you call rebellious. And you know what would be crazy is they come in here, get cleaned up, get fixed up, and then still go run back to their vomit. Like you throwing up vomit. You imagine vomiting right on the ground, and then your vomit sits there for 2 hours, and you go and lick it back up. That's what going back in the world is. You'll say this person here is what? What would you say about a person that does that? Y'all done?
Slugging, so you say they're an idiot.
That, but something stronger. Go ahead.
They sick.
That's the point. A person that goes and licks up vomit, you know, or does something that they know is destructive and gonna kill them. This is a person that suffers from mental illness. Okay. And I think damn near every person that came into the truth, you know, if you was in, of course we all been in the world, you know, we've talked about this, but I think the other day, every last one of us had mental illness coming in here, some form. You know what I'm saying? And you come into the truth, and this is the medicine that cures mental illness. That's right. Everybody understand? So give me, this is a rebellious people. Give me Isaiah. I'd like to go over the Passover tonight as well. Just in preparation, I would have online in the classroom. I would, you know, this is a time where you should go definitely read the story of the Passover. So when you sit down there, you know, you won't be totally oblivious to what the hell the Passover even is. You sitting there dressed nice for a ceremony and don't even know what the hell the ceremony is about. You just see people dressed nice, smoke all in their horns being played. And you're like, damn, this is nice. What is this even about? Well, have you just read it, you know? Just a couple chapters, that's all. You know, read about what the hell you celebrate. You know, Negroes and Spanish do not like to read. And verily so. Our people who had their eyes burned out, that would stop me from reading too. You see what I'm saying? You see somebody's eyes get burned out, you say, well, shit, I'm gonna stay away from books. It ain't, that's it. I can just learn verbally. You get my point? Where we at? Yeah, read that.
Isaiah 30 and 9.
Hold on, let me get that. Read that, brother. Mm-hmm.
Isaiah 30 and 9.
Somebody get for me know of a surety that your people should go in captivity in a land not their own for 400 years. All right, let's go over the whole history of the Passover if we could, what it's about and what it represents now. All right, read.
That this is a rebellious people.
Read that. Restart verse 1.
Go
ahead.
Verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Woe to the rebellious children.
Woe is destruction. You ain't got to figure it, you know, it's just simple mathematics, man. You know what I'm saying? 2 + 2 is 4. Mm-hmm. You understand? It's simple mathematics. When you be rebellious against the Most High, you're going to reap the punishments that come with it. That's right. You understand? We ain't just sitting in here under the foot of this bitter and brutal captivity. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's so, the captivity is so brutal that you hate yourself. You know, that's a brutal captivity when you wake up and hate yourself. You don't hate the cat that's oppressing you. Right. You hate yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's a brutal captivity. Y'all. Read.
Woe to the various children, said the Lord.
Go ahead.
That take counsel, but not of me.
Hey, Carl, can you see me one more time on the ginger ale? Ain't like no strength over there. You know what I'm saying? See me one more time on that ginger ale. Ain't even ginger ale. I call it ginger ale. You did read that again?
Woe to the various children. Woe to the various children, said the Lord.
Go ahead.
That take counsel, but not of me.
But what?
But not of me.
Yeah, we go to the Christian church to get our counsel. The same religion that our slave masters taught us, we believe this is what's going to fix it. Now, you know that's a mental illness in itself. How the hell you a slave master, raping everything? You know what I'm saying? You go sit down and learn the word of the Lord from him. You know what I'm saying? From Satan, it's like a damn Satan himself teaching you about God. Right. I mean, God damn, read.
And the cover with the covering.
And the what?
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
But not of what?
But not of my spirit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We ain't putting on the Lord's spirit, we putting on the spirit of our oppressor. Right. So are we so jammed up in here in this society? And our youth, you know what I'm saying, is a direct. Our youth, the way you see our youth out there misguided, that's a direct result of the philosophy in which we follow. People so important, money. Oh, everybody's singing and rapping about money. It's something more important than money. Wisdom, man. That's right. Knowledge. Right. You know what I'm saying, on how to build and sustain a society. Those things mean more than money. Do you need money? Yeah, you do. You need food too. See what I'm saying? But more important than any of those things, brother, you need instructions. Right. You understand? Read.
That they may add sin to sin.
That they may what?
They may add sin to sin.
You read.
Verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth.
The Lord brought us out of Egypt and brought you out of slavery. You go walk right back into slavery. Once again, mental illness. You understand? Read.
To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
To trust what?
And to trust.
What would make a person, you know what I'm saying, say the hell, you know what I'm saying, will follow the Lord? I'm going to go back to the place where we was in captivity. What would make a person do that? Go ahead.
It's just they want to do what they want to do.
What else? Y'all done?
Would it be like less than
that too, but that ain't the answer I want, Kayash.
That's why it says like you're saying mental illness.
That too, you know what I'm saying? Anybody else? I'll tell you, hard times, man. You understand? Hard time. Remember, the people got their groaning, you know what I'm saying, when we was in the wilderness. Why? Why you think that was? Because now you ain't in America anymore. You ain't going to just throw no food, no microwave, you know what I'm saying, and pop some food in 2 or 3 minutes. Now you got to go out there and hunt. See what I'm saying? That luxurious lifestyle that you done lived in that slavery, you know what I'm saying? Now you it's a little bit harsher. Why? Because you got to build your kingdom from the ground up. Right. You understand? And listen, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? We listen. You know, because we for sure dying, and even though things seem easy, you know, we dying like crazy in this place. So we got to do what? We got to separate. We got to get the hell up out of here. That's right. You know, that's why the Lord gonna take us in another wilderness when Christ and the angels return. And guess what? We're gonna have to gather ourselves together and get ourselves together. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more walking down the Popeyes. Talking about give me a number 3. Your number 3 is gonna be running. Man, you understand? It's gonna be skating across the damn field. You gonna say, "Damn, I got to kill it." Yes. If these kids see these kids, they're gonna stop. Get that damn spear gun, whatever you got, and hit the chuck it. Everybody understand? Read on.
Verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
Shall be your what?
Be your shame.
Yes. You sitting there going to rely on you. Whenever you're going to rely on your oppressor, the Lord say that's going to be your shame. The fact that you think that your oppressor is more powerful than the Most High. And I think how the Most High sitting in heaven did all these miracles for you, and yet you still, double cross the Most High, even though he didn't brought you out of slavery, parted the Red Sea, fed you, with manna out the damn cloud, out the damn chariot, filled your belly. I mean, he done so many glorious things, and you still want to go back to your oppressor.
Right.
You understand? And what you think that's going to do? That's going to anger the Most High. That's why he was ready to wipe out the whole damn nation and use Moses and start a nation with Moses. What in the hell is wrong with the children of Israel? You understand? Read.
Come
on with it.
And the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion.
In your what?
In your confusion.
Read on.
Verse 4. For his princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came to Hanes.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. They were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them.
What?
They were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them.
Skip down to verse. Let's see. Yeah. Go read that verse 7.
Come. Verse 7.
Read. Now you can read verse 5.
Verse 5.
Yeah.
Come. Verse 5. For they were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor be a help, nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach.
See that? The very nation that we went and want to get up under their shadow, they ashamed of you. They don't even want you. They don't even want you up under their authority. You see what I'm saying? They looking at you as like a cast off. Why? And to go to show you, that's why the Lord say, "Thy lover shall be ashamed of thee." What you think gonna happen right here in America? All this is what you reading is all something that's gonna happen all over again. You see what I'm saying? Like this place right here, is just the same. We read verse 5 one more time.
Verse 5. They were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them.
How you think they're gonna feel about us when this Third World War kick off? You know what I'm saying? Like these people don't benefit us at all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done.
So like I said, could this also be linked to like when white people say, go back to Africa or stuff like that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely that. They ashamed of you. You understand? Even though, and it's a catch-22 because even though they're ashamed, they need you as far as slavery. So it's like, damn. You'll see. I mean, these people are just an abomination. It's like, go back to Africa. No, stay here. I need you to be my slave. I mean, come on. Let's go to skip all the way down to verse 8.
Verse 8.
Verse 7.
Verse 7.
Go ahead.
For the Egyptians shall help in vain.
For the what?
For the Egyptians shall help in vain.
Read on.
And to no purpose.
And to what?
And to no purpose.
That's hardcore, isn't it? Lord telling you, this nation in whom you going to sit up under the shadow, they not going to be able to help you, man.
Right.
You understand? Just like right now, America is not going to be able to help you in these last days. There's all type of judgments coming. You understand? What was they able to help you? The doctors damn near wouldn't even help you when that coronavirus hit. Right. They was of no use. You understand? Same thing with a lot of these plagues, the future plagues that's going to come. The only thing that's going to help you is obeying the Most High. Right. Keep reading.
Therefore, I have cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still.
Their strength is to what?
To sit still.
Yeah, that's their strength. To sit still and take a vicious whooping from the Most High. That's what their strength is. Read.
Now go, write it before them in a table. And note it in a book.
And note it in a what?
In a book.
Read.
That it may be for a time to come forever and ever.
And for what?
And forever and ever.
That's the whole point of this Bible right here. These records, is meant, for one purpose alone, and that's to make sure that we serve the Most High, with perfectness. You understand? With perfectness, shall I say. That's the whole point of all of these records. This Bible ain't just meant to sit in your house and look nice. You understand? Or sit there and put your disgusting, filthy hand over top of it talking about you praying, you know what I'm saying? You gonna tell the truth, the whole truth, and you know, so help me God. Knowing you finna get in there and lie. Knowing that you finna get in there and trick on everybody. And you got your, you see what I'm saying? Go in there and trick on the cat and the dog. You know, that's hardcore. You go in there and trick on the damn cat and dog. The police lock the dog up. Put him in dog prison. All that stuff. All right. Read on, priest.
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 9.
This is the one. Go ahead.
That this is a rebellious people.
How many of you have ever encountered a rebellious child? Y'all were done?
I was just saying I did.
Oh, you encountered. Yeah, and there's a lot of y'all been rebellious children. Raise your hand if you was a rebellious child. Man, come on, man. Don't lie. All right, there you go. I was gonna see if y'all was gonna lie, man. You know, Rum looked like back in his day, he got a ton of ass whoopers, man. This boy here just won't listen. You see what I'm saying? So that's the Most High. You know, we have been a rebellious people. And listen, in that rebellion, you know what I'm saying, sometimes the rebellion can be flipped. You see what I'm saying? It can be flipped into where that child becomes a child that obeys, you know what I'm saying, that parent, because it sees it ain't no winning in this head. You know, you see what I'm saying? You go into school acting bad or whatever, you see it just really ain't no winning. Ain't no winning with the Most High. You understand? Read on, brother.
Mm-hmm. Lying children.
They what?
Lying children.
Mm-hmm.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
When it says lying children, what is that talking about right there? Ryan?
Basically saying that they love God and they holy and all that.
Yeah. I didn't hear you love God when you just eating pork. You know what I'm saying? How you love God when you are a preacher and you sleeping with the women in the church that you know are married to other men. You see what I'm saying? Like you're a liar. You know what I'm saying? You getting up there saying God love everybody. That ain't true. Lying children. Read that other part under that. Go ahead.
Lying children.
Come on with it.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
That not what?
That will not hear the law of the Lord.
All right. That hear is obey. You understand? That's what that means. They will not hear, meaning they won't obey the laws of the Lord. We come out there, been doing this since 1969. Well, this ain't the truth ain't just started yesterday. This 1969, you know what I'm saying? You know, this truth been here. Yeah, and a lot of brothers, even when it got established, a lot of brothers left in the year 2000, of course, even though they knew it was the truth, you know what I'm saying? And thought, I guess they thought this was going to fold. But of course, Commander Jenny Hanna, you know what I'm saying, and his strength held it down and continued to follow Christ. And now we right back better than we ever been.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, you would say, what in the hell would make a man leave? Rebellious children who don't want to hear. I mean, their heart was never in this in the first place. You see what I'm saying? They the whole time they being in school, they hate the fact that they can't eat pork. They hate the fact that they can't sleep with Becky no more. Could you imagine that? Sitting in class and knowing damn well you ain't gonna be in here too long because you can't resist the urge of going to get you a white girl. You dreaming of Becky every night. How that one song go? White girl going through my mind. I remember because it used to come on the box. Remember? It used to come on the box. They don't know what the box is. Dude, Kayas them don't know. And Rhyme them, they all too young. Carl, I know you remember. You go right on there, request a song you want to hear, call in, and you was good to go. You feel what I'm saying? You know, cats that come in here and know that they, you know, one day they're gonna make it back to that blunt. You think I'm joking? I'm telling you, man. Like the cats who think it's funny is like because you couldn't imagine leaving the truth. But there's people in here who really dream every night of rolling a swish of sweet. They that's where their mind is at. They want to get hot. You understand? Read on.
Come
on, brother.
Verse 10.
Go ahead.
We'll say to the seers.
We'll say to the what?
To the seers.
The seers are the prophets. You are the one. The seer is a man who sees what? The future. They say to the seers, read.
Go
Go ahead.
See not.
Do what?
See not.
Now, you know that's desperately wicked there. You know you got to be desperately wicked, man. They don't even want you to tell them, you know what I'm saying, the future. Tell them what the Lord said. Man, don't see them. Don't tell me what the Lord wants. Right. Now you know you wicked, man. I goddamn. This is why a lot of us have just got to die. You understand? And for those that die, the people that don't, that's supposed to wake you up. It ain't no person that come in here gonna break the oath with the Most High and not reap the punishments of doing it. Read.
Mm-hmm. And to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things.
Speak unto us what?
Smooth things.
Read on.
Prophesy deceit.
Do prophesy what?
Deceit.
I goddamn. Is that a mental illness or what? Does that represent mental illness? Well, a person wants you prophesies lies. We don't want to hear the truth. You understand? Read on.
Verse 11.
And listen, and if I could, that's the reason why these preachers get up there and lie every Sunday. Because they know their congregation don't want to hear what? They don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear lies. They want to hear smooth things. Read.
Verse 11. Get you out the way.
Do what?
Get you out the way.
Man, get down off that podium. They throw a bottle at you. Man, get out. Get out. We don't want to hear that. Read.
Turn aside out of the path.
Turn aside what?
Out of the path.
Come on with it.
Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
So call them do what?
Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease before us.
You see that? They don't want to hear about the God of Israel, but you know who they will accept? White Jesus is fine. That's right. We are, you know what I'm saying? That's who we following in this place. That's why, you know, white Jesus around. Every cat you see with a necklace, with a Jesus piece, he wearing that because that's the God that he represents. Right. The people, they got white Jesus tattooed today, but for what? I don't know what would make somebody tattoo a white man face to their body. I just don't even understand that. But they doing that because this is who their God is. And this God, we all know what he produced. You understand? Read on, brother.
Verse 12.
Let's get it.
Therefore, thus said the Holy One of Israel.
Read that again.
Wherefore, thus says the Holy One of Israel.
The Holy One of who?
Israel.
Come on.
Because ye despise this word.
Because ye what?
Despise this word.
Come on with it.
And trust in oppression.
And do what?
Trust in oppression.
How does a person, what's a way of a person shows that they trust in oppression? Ryan?
They believe that America's gonna last forever.
How? How do they show that? Ryan, let them answer. Karyash?
So I started participating in their voting in their elections.
Get Karyash your hand. You see what I'm saying? Every year you see our people, you know what I'm saying? First of all, and when we fought to vote, or whatever the case may be, that just angered the Most High even more. That you are fighting to vote for a man that just let you out of shackles. Just got let out of shackles 1865. 1900s, here you are, you know what I'm saying, fighting to vote for a man that just let you out shackles. You see what I'm saying? What you did? Go ahead, y'all done?
We're so heavy about what you're bringing out, I don't want, and then the people today use that as justification to keep doing.
Yeah, they get y'all down the hand there. He hit me heavy with that. You understand? Meaning what they tell you, man, somebody had to die for you to be where you at right now. Somebody died for that. Man, ain't nobody died. Where I'm at. We in there. Well, last time I checked, we in there. All the young men, all the young guys around me dying or in jail. This is what they died for. All the girls I grew up with, they all hoes. All of them. You understand? Ryan.
It's like I always want to say, I believe Jeremiah taught us in class.
Go ahead.
He said that we didn't die to get the right to vote. It was the idea of voting going to help us out of oppression, but later on it did it.
That's the whole thing. But once again, when you look at back on the history of America, you should know that this man ain't got no intention. What you thought? It's like we didn't. been in this place, and we every day we wake up or we have a dream that one day white people are gonna change.
Right.
Then you got to that's why you got to know the truth, because the Lord show you nobody can make straight what I made crooked.
Right.
That's a heavy scripture to understand, because what that does is it stops you from trying to change this man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It stops you from trying to stop you from believing in this damn man.
Right.
Now you can focus on doing what? Or how we gonna get up out of this hell is by obeying the Most High.
Right.
Look how harsh the ghettos are. They beyond wicked. Right. You see what I'm saying? We go out there and speak out west or whatever, man. Drive through the neighborhoods there, man. You understand? These people is mentally. Somebody mentally ill when they walk out in the front of their house and throw the bottle right there in the grass. Bloop. They just ate a 4-piece. They take the trash, dump it right in front of their own home. You might say, well, that's what people do. So trash in front of your own, and just keep throwing it. That mean they have no respect for where they live.
Right.
If they don't respect the trash, and what you think when they don't even respect the inside of the house. They don't respect nothing. Do you understand? Like this is what the sickness in which we have become a part of in this place. That's why if the Most High don't take you up out of here, you're gonna perish as a people. You understand? Why Christ said, if he don't come, no flesh will be left to be saved. He talking about you. He's talking about nobody else. You the one that ain't no flesh. So what did that tell you what's going to be happening in these last days before Christ come? A lot of killing. A lot of people going to perish, you know what I'm saying, before the return of Christ happens.
That's right.
Now, if you don't care about living, remain in the church. Right. Remain in Islam. Keep following Farrakhan. Okay, with the bow tie, talking about, you know what I'm saying, final call, come get you a bean pie. If that's what you believe, Lord be with you. You understand? Read on. Let's go.
Stop it. But ye despise this word.
Somebody else pick up where Ryan left off. You can have a 5,000 reading the goddamn class. Damn. Somebody else pitch in and say, let me get in.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 12.
Go ahead.
Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise the word.
Because you be what?
Ye despise the word, this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon.
They despise when you at camp. They don't want it. They despise everything that's coming out of your mouth. Man, be quiet. You see what I'm saying? They trust is in America. This place is gonna be here forever. Karyash?
So what you're saying is so heavy because the Jehovah's Witnesses are on the next corner over.
Yeah.
And they don't be training them like they be training us. When the Christians go out there and they speak and talking all that garbage they talking, no one be throwing water bottles at them or telling them to shut up.
Yeah.
They be ready to kill us on that damn corner.
Yeah, right.
The Christians, the Jehovah's Witnesses, no one gives a damn about them.
Man, listen, I don't even know, get Karyash's hand. I don't even know how a man even becomes a Jehovah's Witness. There's majority women in there, you know what I'm saying? Well, I get that part, but you know what I'm saying? But it is it's just the softest religion possible. It's like you're gonna walk up out of there like a flower or something. I don't know. They got some weird, like the Jehovah's Witnesses. Of course, they all Christian. But man, there's something extra special going on today. I ain't quite figured it out. I'm gonna say the spy up in there, I think. Go ahead.
Prince was a Jehovah's Witness, and Michael Jackson, both were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Well, shit, that would explain it. He said Prince and Michael Jackson was Jehovah's Witness. That would explain. Didn't I tell you he make you soft like a flower? You ain't know. You in here. You could be we turn you into a lion up in the head. Right. Or straight up bear, you know what I'm saying? And there they turn you into a flower. You a man talking about you a rose. Moving on. Read.
Verse 13.
Somebody watching right now, like, man, turn this off because I'm a part of the LGBT movement. and I don't want to be a part. I don't like what he said. We know you don't like it. You read, man.
Come. The book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 13.
Go ahead.
Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
Mm-hmm.
Swelling out.
Stocky, read that again.
Come. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
Keep reading.
Swelling out in a high wall.
Mm-hmm.
Whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
At a what?
At an instant.
You understand? What does it mean? Whose breaking comes suddenly at an instance? Karakar?
It's like once the water got nowhere to go coming out of the dam.
Yeah.
It just burst through.
Yeah. Instance meaning just think destruction and turmoil, you know what I'm saying, come just I mean, how can I explain it? Just out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like just imagine being in a place where everything is peace and calm until with the snap of a finger is chaotic. That's what's going to happen. That's what the Lord is trying to show you. That's what's going to happen in America. You understand? These once again, you see what's going on. This third world war is just heating up. You worried about what's on Netflix. Okay, all the favorite shows and that and all that you playing. I ain't talking about you, Lamar. You playing video games, Call of Duty, and all this and that, and you just having a great time. Meanwhile, you better pay attention to the news because it ain't, you know, they prepping you. Around.
Like that's similar to like what happened with in the time of Noah.
Get a brother man. That's exactly what happened in the time of Noah. Noah prepared, built it. Everybody looked at Noah like he was a goddamn fool. All that was something that happened in reality, but it's also an allegory to show you, you know what I'm saying, on what would take place in the last days. People laughing at us, how we dress and what we say. Meanwhile, we building something like Noah. What the hell you doing? Right. Getting high, celebrating Christmas, eating pork. You understand? That's what you preparing to do. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna drop this. Give me the precept I need. I called for earlier. We should go into a land of captivity for 400 years. Let's go ahead, touch base on this Passover a little bit if we could. Anybody got that?
Sorry, sir.
You got it?
Genesis.
All right, let's get it. Genesis, where we at? I should have had this a long
15,
time
13.
Come on. Yeah, go ahead and read it, Karakar. Hold on, where you get there. Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15 and verse 13.
Come on with it.
And he said unto Abram, Noah made surely that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs.
There shall be a what?
Be a stranger in a land that is not theirs.
What is this talking about right here? Karakar?
Salaki, so this was talking about the future of the captivity we was going to be in?
Yeah, which one?
Salaki, yes, sir. I'm not.
That's okay. Anybody else? Raj?
So it's the one in Egypt, right?
Yeah, Egypt. Hold on one second. Read it from the top one more time.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs.
And a land that is what?
That is not theirs.
That's key, and that's why is that key to understand when it says that a land that is not theirs. Because go ahead, Karakar.
Because like this saying, like you're gonna be somewhere like you behind enemy lines.
That's get it, brother. That's key to know. You are behind enemy line. Remember, Ice Cube said that in that movie. What was the name of it?
Yes, sir. Higher learning.
Higher learning. You know what I'm saying? He said it in that. We are, and I mean, we've been in America 400 some years. I mean, you don't know that you behind enemy lines. This ain't home. You guess what? You're gonna get harassed as though you were a foreigner, as though you were enemy, you know what I'm saying, in a land that ain't yours. That's how you gonna get a white man treat you like what? An enemy. He ain't looking at what you think he Lord have mercy, man. What you think he consider you a citizen? You think he looking at you like, you know what I'm saying, how the Nazis was with the fake Jews. You see what I'm saying? They looking at you like, man, that's why when they see you, they see war. They naturally see this is a man that I am at war with. This ain't my people. You understand? Read.
And shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years.
And they shall what?
They shall afflict them 400 years.
Read from the top one more time, Slock.
The book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse 13.
Go ahead.
And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs.
Go ahead.
And shall serve them.
And shall what?
And shall serve them.
What does that part mean? And shall serve them. What does that mean? Karyash?
Like, sir, just like we was in Egypt, just like here in America, we here serving our enemies.
Yeah, that's the
our land, our enemies.
That's the point. That's the whole serve the part is slavery. You understand? You every day you get up and go work this job. That's why we call our job slavery, right? Because every job you work, getting up working, is for the benefit of America. It ain't. I'm good. It ain't for the benefit, you know what I'm saying, of you. You ain't benefiting yourself. He cut you a check. He pay you. But everything you do here is to advance America. How do we know? Black inventors. Look at all the black inventions that we proud to read that. Man, we invented this. We invented the stoplight. We was the first black woman, and she helped the white man go to outer space. You know what I'm saying? This person invented that for the who? Now, where did it benefit us at?
Right.
We did all these great inventions for America. Who did it benefit? Right. It benefited them. Even in sports, you doing all these spectacular things on the court or whatever. Who is getting the benefit of your great heroics? You know what I'm saying, in the damn sports arena. You understand? The trophy don't go home with Michael Jordan. He crying over the damn trophy. Y'all was crying too, man. Y'all was talking about that last night. Little kid, you grew up in Chicago or whatever, or the Chicago area. You seen Jordan hoist that trophy and was crying. You was crying, had big crocodile tears right there. But guess what? That he ain't take that trophy home. Who that trophy go to? Y'all were done?
Jerry Ryan.
Yeah, that's Jerry. That once he was done crying on that trophy and licking it up and kissing it. Jerry Ryan's off said, man, spray some some Lysol. He said, wipe that trophy down with some Lysol and go put that in the glass. Does everybody understand? Like everything we do, that's how you know we in captivity, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like think about all the music we done made in here, and then think about all the black musicians who've been robbed. Robbed so bad they right now they in some big city at the train station with a damn guitar open for you to throw the money in there singing. You say, damn, this nigga can sing good. Yeah, he used to be a professional singer. That's why he can sing so damn good at the train station. What you think, he just got up off the couch No, this is a record deal gone wrong.
Right.
Yet all the singing, all the music you created, who benefited off of this here? The white man did, not you. Read.
Come on. And they shall afflict them 400 years.
And they shall what?
And they shall afflict them 400 years.
Everybody understand. Keep reading.
Come, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
And also that nation whom they shall serve.
That nation, this is the beautiful part right here. Read.
And also that nation whom they shall serve.
Come on with it.
Will I judge.
Uh-huh.
And afterward shall they come out with great substance.
Come out with what?
Great substance.
What is that talking about right there? Go ahead.
I mean, when we came out of Egypt, we had all like the spoils.
Give me more. First, deal with the part when the Lord say, "For that nation that they undertake shall I judge." What does that part mean, Karyash?
So he judged the Egyptians by killing all their firstborn.
That's what he did. We're gonna give the Most High hand for that. Now we gonna move into what you gonna be celebrating on Passover night. Okay, a lot of you, y'all thinking y'all just coming and having a nice dinner. Right. You might not know you're in the cult at this point. This class is to help you know that you're celebrating the killing.
That's right.
Okay, that's what Islam is about here. It ain't about, this ain't your little Boy and Girl Scout dinner or whatever. If people, y'all look at people, they knew when they looking around like this. You're the damn cult head. This is unusual. You gotta realize you're gonna see brothers walk in with four women, right? That ain't his auntie, his mother, and his sister. Them is four women that belong to him. Right. He gonna walk in with 2 or 3 women. That ain't all 3 of them ain't his sisters. A lot of y'all are like, oh, that must be his sisters. Right, he got 3. Yes, that's Tuesday, that's Wednesday, and that's Thursday. Now, look, but it's the truth. I'm only telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? So you is in a full-out cult, and this is what you celebrating, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a right thing, because the Lord say that nation that they serve, I'm gonna judge them, meaning I'm gonna bring justice. You understand, to this whole situation, which is once again, all this is wonderful because all of this is a reflection of what's gonna happen right here in America. That's right. Now let's get a little bit of the story. Let's go to Exodus chapter 1. Okay. Let's go to Exodus. We're gonna fly through it though, all right? Come. I ain't gonna read all 20 chapters for you. You read that to your kids, man. All right. Let's read. Start at Exodus 1:1 real fast. Go ahead, Maya.
Come. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Come on with it.
Now these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man and his household came with Jacob. Verse 2, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan and Naphtali, Gad and Asher, and all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob.
Came out of the loins of who?
Of Jacob.
This is out of one man. This goes to show you Jacob is an example how just one man can start a nation. You know what I'm saying? Like, in America, your power is cut off. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to be what Jacob was right here. They want you. Go ahead, y'all done.
So, like I said, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you got it.
But you know what I'm saying? That's what's so heavy about what you're bringing out is today in this society, our people is at the point that they don't even want to have kids because they being oppressed over there.
Man, can get y'all down the hand. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine Jacob walking in with 70 souls now? They tell him what they tell you. What nigga? Why you got all these kids? Damn, man, you got all these women. I don't understand. Why you ain't got one wife like the white man told you? Okay, well, why don't you go get another man? The white man said you can't go get another man. I mean, I'm saying that if we're gonna go by what the white man say, I can go get another man. You know what I'm saying? Or my woman can go get another woman, but I can't go get 4 or 5. Man, the hell with what the white man talking about.
Right.
You understand? When you dealing with UPK, you are dealing with niggas that have completely rejected the society of America.
That's right.
Did you everybody understand that? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Who you gonna be sitting amongst in a few days. You gonna think you at the Players Ball, and you somewhat high. I'm only telling you what's real. You understand? Read on.
Kana Wakan.
Go ahead.
And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls.
What?
70 souls.
Read on.
For Joseph was in Egypt already.
What verse you at, Slocky?
Verse 5, sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 6.
So this is breaking down is how we got into Egypt, right? This is breaking that down. Keep reading.
And verse 6. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation.
That's right.
Verse 7. And the children of Israel were fruitful.
Go ahead.
And increased abundantly, and multiplied.
What does that mean when it says the children of Israel was fruitful?
So that means they came into the land and they were successful, and they were just they were like baby boomers, like they call them now.
You go straight there when it say fruit. I know you want to avoid it. You know what I'm saying? We was tearing up some tail in Egypt. Damn it. I'm standing on it, man. You understand? You ain't gonna take that right away from me. Now, sisters, you turn my class off you want. I don't give a damn. I see you at the Passover. Back now, that act funny. You understand that we was fruitful, man. Had babies, man. Like in here, this place make you. As soon as somebody get pregnant, it's like the horror story. Your woman, she don't even want to tell you. Number one, you know what I'm saying? Because she know you can. And you like a demon. You so stressed out, man. I can't even better buy liquor, man. I can't buy no weed. That's all my weed money right there. See what I'm saying? You made the broad looking like damn. Well, I was right. You know what I'm saying? He did confirm. I do not want this child. Like this, what oppression do to you? You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord say. What the Lord saying about children? Children are a blessing. That's what the scriptures say. But you look at it like it's a curse. Keep reading.
Go ahead. And increased abundantly.
And they did what?
Increased abundantly. And multiplied. And waxed exceeding mighty.
And waxed what?
Exceeding mighty.
Keep reading.
And the land was filled with them.
Everybody understand that, don't they? And the land we was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 8. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
Which what?
Which knew not Joseph.
Like he wasn't. What when it say knew not Joseph, meaning, okay, this cat here wasn't gonna tolerate you, man. The pharaohs before were tolerant of you because of Joseph. Joseph was famous in Egypt. He was a viceroy. He was second in command, even though he was not of that nation. His wisdom and his knowledge, they honored that man. You understand? But it was a new fit that meaning he don't give a damn what Joseph did. Everybody understand? Keep reading.
Verse 9. And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
They are what?
More and mightier than we.
Yeah, these people right here, they able to kick our ass. That's what it means, more and mighty. You understand? These people, these cats right here is strong. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 10, come on, let us deal wisely with them.
Let us do what?
Deal wisely with them.
What does that mean right there? When it says deal wisely with them. Raj?
You saw it should mean like, let's have a strategy with these people. Let's go with a plan.
Yeah, that's why is that a key to understand, because you don't think they got a strategy here in America. Y'all done? Eugenics movement. Get him my hand. That's the whole deal strategy. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's like maybe critical race theory as well. It's like how they set things up. You know what I'm saying? From like government to education. Can you include that as well?
Yeah, I guess you can. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you just bringing critical race theory, because critical race theory is what somebody refresh my brain. What the hell it even is. My y'all.
So critical race theory is where you actually put blame on your oppressor for the things he did to hold your race back.
Yeah, that wouldn't fit here. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading. What else? Where we at?
Verse 10, sir.
Go ahead.
Least they multiply and come to and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies.
Why would they even have to be concerned about us joining their enemies? Why?
Sorry, sir, because they were so afraid because they probably weren't treating us right even then. Though they knew
that's
so.
what you know they wasn't doing.
Right.
That's why they would be concerned about you joining their enemies, because they know what they doing to you is wrong. That's why they would even be worried about that. You understand?
Oh my God.
Kawan?
Could you use the analogy of how Ukraine tried to join the United Nations, and by trying to, how can I put it? For example, like here in the scripture it says that they was worried about us joining our enemies. Would it be like how Russia saying how Ukraine tried to join American United Nations?
Yeah, somewhat. But I wouldn't. Once again, right? That's too much. You know what I'm saying? With our people, man, you want to simplify. You want to bring in what's going on in Ukraine and Russia. You're gonna completely lose them. You don't. Once again, when you break it down in the scriptures, you don't have to turn this into something that's difficult. You understand? Don't turn it into rocket science. It's already difficult to them when you tell them they can't eat pork. Okay, already their brain gonna be stirred. Just then when you tell them they can't get high, they're gonna be like, oh, and weed is natural, man. You telling me I can't get high? You understand? Or rum?
Like, so it's like when we in our prayers and say they have taken crafty counsel against our people.
Yeah,
and they pushing this Christianity on our people.
That's the point. That's to get a brother a hand. Meaning these people, man, you know what I'm saying, have counsel. Just like how we have counsels, America didn't have counsels on how they should deal with us in this place. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a nigga in the room. I can guarantee you that at all. You understand? Not one. You see what I'm saying? Before, what they do, they came up with black codes. You know what I'm saying, on how to put you back in. When they wrote the Constitution, do you think it was any niggas in the room with them writing that? No. You know what I'm saying? When they came up with laws, you know what I'm saying, welfare, which gave the woman money and would take care of the children, the housing, but put the man out. They had to have a council about that first. What was that council about? Break up the black family. Right. That was a clear agenda of America. And before they put it in play, they have a council about it. That's the whole deal wisely with them. Now, once you take the father out of the home, you got women and a bunch of kids. You know what I mean? Come on now. We love our women, but women are not natural disciplinarians.
That's right.
They are nurturers. So now you need both, a balance of both. So now you just got a nurturer in the home. You see what I'm saying? The children running. You ever called your house when you wasn't there? If you anybody know they have a bunch of kids, you know what I'm saying? You ever called your house when you wasn't there? It sound like a damn circus in the house. I know I have. I was like, what the hell is going? You hear things breaking. I feel like somebody is dying in it. Damn. See what I'm saying? That's how when I was in the world, I asked my sons or whatever, they was rough. I wasn't there, man. It sounded like a war in that joint. The minute they hit my key in the door, now everybody sit down watching TV. But I just heard them through the door clowning. He just said, show you how well the ear work. They just do the sound of that key. That means sit your ass down.
Right.
Because if I come in there and if anything was going on what y'all been doing with his mama, y'all, I'm throwing you across the room. I might be giving a little too much of what I was DCF still looking for me, I'm telling you now. They called me straight up one day. I said, yes, I'm doing everything, all of that, and I'm going to keep doing it. And the white dude told me, he said, well, I ain't find nothing wrong here in this house. I said, most high Christ. Right. Where we at?
God with God.
Let's go.
They join also unto our enemies and fight against us. And so get them up out of the land.
Get them up out of where?
Out of the land.
Read on.
Verse 11. Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens.
Go ahead.
And they built for Pharaoh treasured cities.
And they built what?
They built for Pharaoh treasured cities.
Everybody understand? That's the same thing here in America. You, once again, that's why the Lord told you in Deuteronomy 28:68, he bringing you back in Egypt again, which is so heavy because, you know, America is what? They worship Egypt. The founding fathers, this society was to be erected after who? Go ahead. Egypt. You got the pyramid on the back. You got the all-seeing eye. This is a direct, you know what I'm saying, replica of what ancient Egypt was, because that's who these cats wanted to build this society modeling. You understand? So listen, so much so that they wanted to go get the same slaves that was in Egypt, the same slaves, which is you so-called Negroes, the real Jews. They say that's going to be the final thing here. You don't even understand how demonic of a place you in. You see what I'm saying? And how could you? You were just a victim, man. You sitting in school learning from the reading about. You sitting in school as a little 5th or 6th grader learning about how great your oppressor is.
Right.
Now you mentioned that. I mean, come on now. You already down? You had your hand up?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, you know what I'm saying, because they do replicate so much of what Egypt did.
Yeah.
Will the white man at one point or another just get to the point where he's bowing down and saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm gonna try to release the prisoners, you know what I'm saying?
Hell no. What precept? We just went over this the other day. What's the precept? He releases not the house of his prisoners. He, you know what I'm saying? Pharaoh and them was forced. You know, Esau is a little bit more prouder than Pharaoh. Esau, like his proudness is like the proudness, you know what I'm saying, of that you've never seen in any empire. And guess what? The Most High want him to be this proud. The Most High want Esau to listen. The Most High sending him in heaven, man, to get powerful, man. Build space stations. The Most High, he telling, because he know what power he could come with. So he want this man to do all that he can, so this ass whooping could be just that special. Right. Everybody understand? We gonna get him a special. You know what I'm saying? It's a triple cheeseburger special with fries and pickles. Go ahead, Kawhi. Go ahead, read it real quick.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 17.
Come on with it.
That made the world as a wilderness.
He made the world as a what?
That made the world as a wilderness.
Go ahead, kill. He made the world a wilderness by killing everybody on every continent. Huh? Look what he did to Africa. He so-called colonized it, or whatever the case may be, turned that place into a damn wilderness. Avalon?
Hey, Cap, I don't know if you've seen, I don't know if it happened today, but Angola is pretty much fighting against the USA. They passed an anti-gay bill, and they joined Russia too.
Oh, Angola? Give Angola a hand for joining Russia. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when you start hearing the allies joining forces, know that your salvation is a step closer.
That's right.
It's that close right there. You see what I'm saying? Read what you got, Guan.
That made the world as a wilderness. And destroyed the cities thereof.
And did what?
And destroyed the cities thereof.
Come on with it.
That openeth not the house of his prisoners.
That openeth what?
That openeth not the house of his prisoners.
Yeah, he ain't letting you out here. Pharaoh ain't want to let us. Remember, he came, he sent the math up. These heathens be proud in something like you could not believe. You see what I'm saying? They make you want to do something to them. You know what I'm saying? So this slavery here, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be more glorious than splitting the Red Sea. And you say to yourself, how could something be more glorious than seeing the ocean split in two? You know what I'm saying? When you see 200 million angels, chariots, you know what I'm saying, in it, which the government at this point, they have to acknowledge that UFOs exist. Because everybody's seeing them, they popping up everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Guess what? It was written in the Bible, you know what I'm saying, thousands of years ago.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? So chariots are real. Those chariots, therefore, though, those chariots are that's Black and Hispanics and Native Indians That's your military.
Right.
You got the military. Remember, the chariot led us out of Egypt, did it not? So you ain't got nothing to do but do what? Just keep these laws. All you got to do is fix yourself morally. The Lord ain't asked you to go pick up no weapons and go to war against America. If that was what was going to do it, then that's would have been the order.
Right.
You know, our people who didn't understand the Bible, you know, they did that, like Nat Turner and all that. They thought they understood, but the truth wasn't here.
Right.
The truth ain't come to 69 because that's how the Lord ordained. The Lord said, okay, enough is enough. You see what I'm saying? But you wasn't getting about no slavery. You see, it was a ton. It was so many slave rebellions. This is the tribe of Judah we fought. I'm talking about here. They want you to make you believe that everybody was just docile and we just accepted slavery. And you know, I studied slavery like to a T. You see, I'm reading on it right now. You see what I'm saying? It was so many goddamn rebellions. Tribe of Judah, one thing we like to do is fight and whoop some ass. You see what I'm saying? So many rebellions, but all of them failed. Why? Because the Most High ain't with you. You understand? Let's keep reading. And back at Exodus.
Go
ahead.
Verse 12. But the more they afflicted them, and the more they multiplied.
Go ahead.
And the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel.
They were what?
Grieved because of the children of Israel.
That sound like right, your place here in America. These people, what is it to be grieved with you? Raj?
It's like worry.
No. My yard.
It's like sad, like stressed out.
Yeah, the more these white people seeing you here in America, you should know this, man. They see you in their damn communities, man. You stressing them out. You know what I'm saying? You moving here, you moving in next door like you doing something great. All the white people coming out on the block, standing there looking. You didn't stress these. Why are you stressing these peoples out, man? For what? Stay black behind right here with your damn people. Why are you stressing these folks out like this? I don't understand, Ryan.
Even like when they talk about the Hispanics, someone saying that they're taking all our jobs.
Yeah, when they see you, man, they get a sense of instant stress. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they see something nasty. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 13.
Go ahead.
And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
With what?
To make the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
Keep reading.
Verse 14. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, in mortar, and in brick, and in all manner of service in the field.
I'm gonna be skipping along. I'm just trying to set the basis of, you know what I'm saying, to show you what type of slavery we was under. That's what's key to understand. Now, we ain't gonna go through, I'm gonna be skipping up in a minute, but I just want y'all to see how similar what we go through. To serve with rigor, meaning basically they working up from sun up to sundown. That's the same thing you doing here. Most of us got you can't survive now without 2 and 3 jobs.
Right.
Can't survive now without both parents working. Can't even raise the damn children. You know what I'm saying? And then both parents working, so now you got to send your children to daycare. The damn daycare for each child is damn near $2,000 a month. So now one of the parents got to come home. So it's just a mess. Everybody understand? Read.
All their service, wherein they made them serve, was with rigor. Verse 15.
Go ahead.
And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives.
Here we go. Right here. Read. What is a midwife? Karyash?
Yes, sir. She's a woman that help women through childbirth.
Yeah, but what would it be today? What did we call today? Go ahead. A nurse. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know, once again, you can't tell me that we ain't in Egypt all over again, because it seems like every damn sister I know is in nursing.
Right.
It's damn near seems like is that the only job that a sister can get is a damn nurse. And then they in there being monsters, man. Don't even want to serve. You go in there with an injury, they and they cut, you like, God damn, sis, I just want to get here to see my elbow fixed, man. Yeah, you said the doctor be here. Let me stop, man. I'll say that for the podcast. Go ahead.
Which the name of the one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah. Verse 16, and he said, when you do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then you shall kill him.
You said what?
You shall kill him.
Now, this got to be demonic, if I would believe. He just telling you, man, if it's a boy, kill a baby. Who in the hell does that, man? But you believe that we all bleed red, and everybody, all nations gonna come together in one big rainbow. This is abortion right here.
Right.
You understand? He matter of fact, I mean, come on now. He keep reading.
Now,
why is he saying kill the boy? Karyaj?
Cut off the lineage of the nation.
Yeah, this cat here was trying to cut the whole nation off. Because you know, most educated people, you know, they may not know, you know, the man carries, you know what I'm saying, the seed. You know, you are what your father is.
Right.
That's why back in the day, somebody kick you in your nuts, they say you didn't kick the man in his family jewels. You see what I'm saying? Because them sperms, you got life in your, you know, your balls. I hate to be so graphic, but you got in your scrotum, whatever what y'all want me to call it? You know what I'm saying? You got life in there right now. Does everybody understand? They cut you off, then they cutting the whole race off. Yeah, everybody understand? Keep reading.
But if it be a daughter, then she shall live.
Everybody understand that, right? Men and women get treated differently in oppression. There's a reason behind that. But we still haven't figured it out yet here in America. Read on.
Verse 17. But the midwives feared God.
But the midwives what?
Feared God.
The midwives, these was some real Israelite sisters here. Okay, they feared the Lord. They heard Pharaoh say that, but they like, shit, I don't know about that one. Keep reading.
And did not as the king of Egypt commanded them.
Get them sisters a hand. That's why they names is written, you know what I'm saying, in these records and should be remembered. You understand? Keep reading.
But save the men children alive.
He did what?
Save the men children alive.
Keep reading.
Verse 18. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have ye done?
I'm sorry.
18, sir.
Go ahead.
Why have ye done this thing and have saved the men children alive?
Read on.
Verse 19. And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women.
So what did the women do to Pharaoh right here? Go ahead, Maya.
Like it, sir. They tricked him.
Yeah, they was wise as a serpent and harmless as they told a flat out lie. You understand? Or whatever the case may be. I'm just asking you, did they? Hey, listen, it was righteous as hell for them to tell that lie. I pray you understand. Read.
The Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women.
Read on.
For they are lively.
They are what?
They are lively and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them.
All right, they said before we can even get to them, the baby is already born. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 20. Therefore God dealt with the midwives and the people multiplied.
Read it again.
Therefore God dealt with the midwives.
You got to read it again. You ain't reading how you seeing it.
Slack it, sir. Therefore God dealt well with the midwives.
Yeah, that's a key part. Keep reading.
And the people multiplied and waxed very mighty.
Keep reading.
Verse 21. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared God, that he made them houses.
Lord bless the midwives. Keep reading.
Verse 22. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born ye shall cast into the river.
He ain't finished there. He said every son is born, you know what I'm saying? Listen, all right, don't worry about killing him. Just throw him in the damn river. You know what I'm saying? Now you understand why the Lord got the plague in the hell out of Egypt. Right? You understand? This is similar to America, how they used to take our children and use it as alligator bait. You see what I'm saying? And now, just like we just read where the Lord said we was going to be in slavery for 400 years, but the Lord say, that nation that you serve, I'm going to judge. You understand? Listen, and you didn't serve America. The Lord is going to judge this place here. Right. Everybody understand? That's all them people that get it damn right. Like people kill me, man, standing twirling your little flag. You just proud to be an American. I hear you. When the bombs get their head in here, we're going to see if you still twirling that flag here.
Read. And every daughter Ye shall save alive.
Yeah, everybody understand.
God.
Now, why is this significant? Because the same water, you know what I'm saying, the same water that he tried to kill us in, the Lord used that same water to save us in the end. I'm speeding it along. Everybody understand? He read. Keep reading.
The book of Exodus chapter 2 and verse 1.
Come on with it.
And there went a man of the house of Levi and took to wife a daughter of Levi.
Now we're getting started, you know what I'm saying, with the cat in whom the Lord used to save us. You know what I'm saying? Get it. Levi will be the so-called Haitians, man. Get it, so-called Haitians, the tribe of Levi. Keep reading.
Verse 2. And the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw him that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months.
She what?
She hid him 3 months.
You know, that had to be some extreme hell, you know what I'm saying, to be going through that during that particular day and time to where you had to hide your damn son. Like, she wasn't the only one that hid her son, I'm assuming. You know what I'm saying? But in order for your son, you know what I'm saying, to survive, you know what I'm saying, she had to hide the damn baby. Okay, read. Go ahead, Maya.
If I could, so what's heavy about this story also, the two midwives, those two sisters, like Christianity would have us think they were the only midwives in all of Egypt. You know what I mean? There were other sisters that were midwives, but these two particular sisters chose not to do their slavery.
And not just them, all the Hebrew midwives did it. Those are just the two that were dang. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, keep reading.
Verse 3. And when she could no longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes and dabbed it with slime and with pitch and put the child therein. And she laid it in the flags by the river's brink.
Man, this is what you call right here a heroic story, y'all. This is something that you should read. This is something that, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to read to your children, because what this stuff does right here, this give your children an identity, man. Don't let your children just sit there and just be learning everything that they learn when they go to these American schools. You have to teach them who in the hell they are, you know what I'm saying, and what our people went through. That history is important. Huh? You understand? Read.
Verse 4. And his sister stood afar off to wit what would be done to him.
Keep reading.
Verse 5. And the daughter of Pharaoh came to wash herself at the river, and her maidens walked along the riverside. And when she saw the ark amongst the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it.
Keep reading.
Verse 6. And when she had opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the baby wept. And she had compassion on him and said, this is one of the Hebrews' children.
This is what?
One of the Hebrews' children.
Meaning this African knew the difference between us and them.
God.
Read.
Verse 7. Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew women?
Them sisters set up, they put the whole play in motion behind this, didn't they? Read.
That she may nurse the child for thee. Verse 8. And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, go. And the maid went and called the child's mother.
Get a sister a hand. They played that one well. Mother put it in the water. Moses' sister, you know, played dumb. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go get one of the, you know what I'm saying? That's how you supposed to do this thing here, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 9.
Let's go.
And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages. And the woman took the child and nursed it.
See how beautiful it is when you believe in the Most High?
God.
The daughter's Pharaoh was paying the mother to raise her own child.
Most High, right.
That's hardcore. Hey?
God.
Keep reading.
Verse 10. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son.
Keep reading.
And she called his name Moses. And she said, because I drew him out of the water.
Keep going.
Verse 11. And it came to pass in those days, when Moses was grown, that he went out unto his brethren.
Read that part from the top again.
The book of Exodus chapter 2, verse 11. And it came to pass in those days, when Moses was grown.
Moses was what?
Was grown.
Yeah, but be grown is not yet a man now. You know what I'm saying? That's why the scriptures say, when I was a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. It all become a time, you know what I'm saying, when we all got to be men. You know what I'm saying? And what we about to read is this cat right here. You know, when you a child, everything is fun and games, and it's all about having fun. But as you get older, man, it ain't about games no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to look around you and see what the fuck is going on with your goddamn people, man. That's why the UPK is so goddamn outstanding, because we done became men in here. We looking around and seeing what in the fuck is going on with our goddamn people.
That's right.
We in hell in this place. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Now it's time to be a man and put away childish goddamn things, man. And that's what Moses did, and that's why we read in this story. Does everybody understand? Read.
That he went out unto his brethren.
He went out and did what?
Unto his brethren. And looked on the burdens. And he spied an Egyptian smiting an Hebrew.
He did a what?
He spied an Egyptian smiting an Hebrew. One of his brethren.
Now, why is this even being brought out? Because this goes to show you that, I ain't gonna give it to you yet. Read it one more time from the top. I'm sorry.
The book of Exodus chapter 2 and verse 11.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass in those days, when Moses was grown, that he went out unto his brethren.
Went out to his what?
Unto his brethren.
Go ahead.
And looked on their burdens.
He went out and he wanted to see what was going on with his people. He didn't have to. Keep reading.
And he spied an Egyptian smiting an Hebrew. One of his brethren.
One of his what?
One of his brethren.
That's cold there. That's also almost like Colin Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he grew up in the house with these white people, but yet he came and now he represents his people. It's the same spirit, right? Here. Same spirit. Read.
Verse 12. And he looked this way and that way. And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand.
Give Moses a hand now. That's brotherly love there, ain't it? Put him in the sand, buried him nice and good. You understand? You know, ain't nobody gonna see you, man. Go ahead. That would have made me feel glorious. I ain't gonna lie, man. Putting to death a bald head African for whooping one of my brothers, man. You know. Anyway, moving on.
Verse 13. And when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strove together.
2 men of the Hebrews did what?
Strove together.
Read on.
And he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?
Wherefore what?
Smitest thou thy fellow?
What's going on here? My
like I said, he came out the next day and he saw two brothers fighting.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is once again to show you the same oppression, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. The first day, he seen the police whooping the brother like how you see black men get whooped with nightsticks, and you know what I'm saying, how you seen these brothers, got the knee to his neck, you know what I'm saying, that them brothers, you know, they stood there and watched, you know, they brothers get killed. Moses ain't standing there and watching him get killed.
Right.
He took action. You understand? Even if it cost him his life. You understand? Now, why did he put the Egyptian to death and not this Israelite? Ryan?
Those his brothers.
Give me more.
He knew who the enemy was and who wasn't.
Get a brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? He knew one instance was an act of what?
An act of war.
You understand? And the other instance was what?
So like one was an act of war, and the other is just 2 brothers fighting.
Give me what? A crime. See what I'm saying? A crime against them. It's two different things going on. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 14. And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me?
Now you know this is so-called Negro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like who you? That's what they. Who made you the judge?
Right.
You know this ain't talking about nobody. The Lord left this record in here for you to know that this is your people right here.
Even to the day, sir.
Yeah.
Kind of like, who died and made you king?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Intendest thou to kill me as thou killedest the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known. Verse 15. Now when Pharaoh heard this thing.
Okay, to take me to where the let's skip up to where the plagues start happening. You understand? So read 3 and let's see. Read 3, Exodus 3 and 9.
The book of Exodus, chapter 3 and verse 9. Now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me.
Who is this speaking? Go ahead.
The Most High.
The Most High. Can you read?
And I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppressed them.
And how would the cry of us? How would our cry make it all the way up to the Most High? How does this happen? You got no precepts, notice. Go ahead.
Salaki, sir. To say through prayer.
Yeah, but who is hearing you? Who is hearing the prayer? Of course, it's the Most High, but who's taking the prayers? Go ahead.
Salaki, sir. The angels are recording it and reporting it up to the Most High.
Get it, brother? That's what it means when it says the prayers go directly. A lot of y'all in the closet think y'all talking directly to the Lord, man. You ain't there just talking to the hangers and the clothes that's swinging in the closet. Talking to the damn t-shirt in there. Go ahead.
The Bible says that God is pure and not sinner. So he was only innocent to the ones that were being righteous.
When it said God is don't hear, how does any prayer, a sinner or a righteous person, how do they make it up to the most? How do they go to the Lord? Well, what did we just go over just now? So do you understand? So I don't understand your question. Did that answer your question?
God, the Bible says God doesn't hear sinners.
So if God doesn't hear sinners, what does that mean? If God doesn't hear sinners, what does that mean? Anybody want to help him? Go ahead.
So like I said, that means the angels are not reporting the prayers of those people.
Yeah, and it's a little bit it's a little bit deeper than that, because you know what I'm saying, I think just black people talk. You understand? Like, okay. Kawan, go ahead. What you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say that that the Lord gave us a leader to follow, which is Moses, who actually guide the people in being righteous.
Yeah,
coming back.
But just think this though, right? How a person can hear. You ever heard a person, you talking to a person, they say, man, I ain't even hearing you, man. You understand? What does that mean?
It's like, I was gonna say something else.
Okay, well, somebody answer my question. I don't want you to say nothing else right now.
That means he's ignoring. He's not paying it attention.
You understand? The Lord ignored. Like the Lord hear what sinners say, but he ain't hearing you. He ignoring what the hell you praying for, because look at what the hell you doing.
Right.
You understand? Now, if you pray, you know what I'm saying? You could be a sinner and pray for something righteous, right? How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you be a sinner and pray for something righteous? Well, damn, I did ask y'all a hard question. Go ahead, Mike. Yeah.
God, sir. You said how? Just simply by praying, by asking the Lord.
I mean, asking the Lord what? Why in the hell you sitting in here now? Why you sitting in here? Go ahead.
Just basically asking the Lord to clean you up of your sin.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say pray for some wisdom, or pray for like why am I here type stuff.
Yeah, that's the key. You understand? This brother ain't gonna break his arm. Go ahead, Kaya.
I was gonna say mercy.
Mercy or the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might be sitting there praying like, man, I don't understand this society. You know what I'm saying? Man, I need to know who are we as a people? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I need some truth. Ain't that what people look for when they're in the world? Don't they look for truth? So if you ask for, even though you're a sinner, that is something that the Most High will honor. Does everybody understand? We got to move on for time's sake. I keep reading.
Let's go.
I think you left off at 10, if I ain't mistaken, or 11. One.
Oh, that was verse 9, sir.
Go ahead.
Now, therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me. And I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppressed them. Verse 10, come now therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou may bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt.
Everybody understand? Keep reading.
Verse 11, and Moses said unto God, who am I, that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt?
Somebody did y'all find the one with the plagues, where he started plaguing the place? Come on now, you find, I need the scripture where he started plaguing, Egypt with the frogs and
I got it, sir.
And everything else. Go ahead, Kawan. Tell everybody where you at.
Exodus chapter 9, verse 14.
That's what we need right there. Read.
Exodus chapter 9, verse 14. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon all thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth.
Read verse 13.
Verse 13. And the Lord said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him.
Damn, I wanted to start. Let's see. Read verse 11.
Exodus chapter 9, verse 11.
Go ahead.
And the magicians said, and the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boil. For the boil was upon the magicians and upon all the Egyptians.
What is this talk? What is this saying right here? Who would be the Egyptians here in America now? Mayad?
So I can say the so-called white man.
Yeah, but you right, but I'm trying to like show you some similarities between because the Egyptians were famous for their magicians, so that's one of the reasons why they were worshipped, because they were able to do magical things. So who would that be now here in America, Mayad?
So I can say these evangelical Christian pastors.
That's who would be. You know what I'm saying? So we would be like Moses going up against the Christian church. Does everybody understand? Read on.
Verse 12. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord has spoken unto Moses.
Go ahead.
Verse 13. And the Lord said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, thus saith the Lord God of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me.
Go ahead.
Verse 14. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth.
There's what?
That there is none like me in all the earth.
All right. Drop that and take me off, so y'all know about the plagues, right? And then because of course it's just so much to read. I would love to go through the whole book, but it's just so much of this story to read. I just want to kind of start you off. You know what I'm saying? You should definitely dive into what this Passover is all about. Everybody understand? If we could go to not Song of Solomon. What's the jump in the Apocrypha? Wisdom of Solomon, real quick. I ain't even got time for that. Give me Jeremiah 16:4. I ain't got time. I mean, this would have to be basically like a 4-hour class. You know what I'm saying, to be able to bring out what I want to bring out. Give me Jeremiah 16:14 if I could.
And 14, sir.
Yeah.
Come.
But once again, all right, let's just read this first.
Khan. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
So also, too, just don't read the book of Exodus, right? To be in the right spirit, you want to, and to really take hold of what this Passover is about, of course, read the book of Exodus, you know what I'm saying, so you can get in the spirit. But then to get more of a description of what happened, you know what I'm saying, with the plagues and all of that, read what is it? Wisdom of Solomon. I think it's the 17th chapter, the 18th chapter, and the 19th chapter, where it described, you know what I'm saying, the plagues and death. You know what I'm saying? It also described what actually happened to the Egyptians the night that they firstborn died. That's Wisdom of Solomon. I want to say chapter 17 and 18. I think 19. You know what I'm saying? They read it at Passover every year. You know what I'm saying? So I would dive into that as well. So y'all remember that, all right? Okay, read it again.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that bring up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
It shall no more what?
No more be said, the Lord liveth, that bring up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Does everybody understand that, right? Right, what I can read.
Verse 15. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
So in the kingdom of heaven, you know what I'm saying, when we be celebrating Passover, what we're gonna be sitting down eating in the kingdom of heaven when Passover comes? My yard?
Salakia, sir. We still either, I would say steak.
No, y'all, you missing what I'm asking. I'm wrong?
In Israel, back in Judah.
Y'all missing what I'm totally missing. Read from the top one more time.
Verse 15.
Go ahead.
But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
From the land of the what?
Of the north.
So in the kingdom of heaven, are we gonna be talking about ancient Egypt and while we sitting down eating Passover? What are we gonna be talking about in the kingdom of heaven? My yard?
So you said eating, I think that threw us off. We're gonna be celebrating how the Lord brought us out of America.
That's the point. We just read it here. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about ancient Egypt, you know what I'm saying, in the kingdom of heaven. You're gonna be talking about how the Lord brought you out of New York City.
Right.
You're gonna be talking about how the Lord, you ain't gonna be worried about Ramses and Pharaoh and all that. You're gonna be talking about how we got from up under Donald Trump.
Right.
We were saved out of Mississippi, Cuba. You understand? Give me the Jamaica, Haiti. Oh, Haiti over there eating dirt. Ain't gonna be talking about, you know what I'm saying, the city of Ramses, not in the kingdom of heaven. Y'all? Right, hey, I gotta forget the reservations. I ain't gonna let you forget them reservations. He is a true Gadite to the heart. He is not gonna let you forget his tribe. Get a brother ahead. He ain't gonna play about that one. You know what I'm saying? How can I forget reservations? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be remembering how the Lord saved you from the tribe of Isupk, how the children out of dog cages. This the place you're gonna be remembering. You know what I'm saying? While we sitting down eating Passover in the kingdom of heaven. Does everybody understand? Read.
And from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land.
He gonna do what?
Bring them again into their land.
That's a beautiful thing, that man. We going back home. You know what I'm saying? We going back. You know what I'm saying, to the land of Israel. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see the land. You know what I'm saying, that in which you're supposed to be living, in which the Most High have made a paradise. In the Middle East, is you look at it, you know, whatever the case, look at it, put up on video. It looked, you know, kind of, you know, distorted now, but at one point in time, it was fruitful. You see what I'm saying? The Lord called it a paradise. We are tropical people, man. You know what I'm saying? We here in America, it's cold as hell out there. At least up north. You know what I'm saying? But we are tropical people. You know what I'm saying? So we going back to our homeland during the return of Christ. Keep reading.
It's like, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. Verse 16, behold, I will send for many fishers.
We'll drop that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get the point. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Christ is gonna steerhead, you know what I'm saying, that whole us coming out of America, you know what I'm saying? Somebody pull me real quick how Christ is our Passover. All right. We're gonna end it with that.
Common concept.
Got it.
Common concept.
Read that. Tell everybody where you at.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 5 and verse 7.
Let me get that with you, bro. All right, read that.
Khan. Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump.
That you may be what?
A new lump.
Read on.
As ye are unleavened.
As ye are what?
Unleavened.
Read on.
For even Christ, our Passover, is sacrificed for us.
Is what?
Sacrificed for us.
What's going on, priest? Okay. Does everybody understand that?
Okay.
Christ is our Passover. Why are they mentioning Christ, you know what I'm saying, in Passover and sacrifice? You know what I'm saying? Why are they mentioning that here? Who knows? Come on.
Because he died on the Passover.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What does the Passover initially mean? Why is it called the Passover? My yard?
It's like, so that's when the the spirit of death passed over the Israelites who put the blood of the lamb over their doorway and killed the firstborn of all of Egypt.
Get a brother a hand. That's something basic. That's something basic that you got to know while you sitting down celebrating this Passover. Now, whose blood is gonna save us now? Kwan. Right. It's spiritually. You taking Christ's blood and you putting that Christ's blood over that post the same way our forefathers did. Except this time you're doing it spiritually. Right? You're doing it by doing what? Following Christ and doing what he said. That's why he told them, the disciples, they ain't understand. This is my body, eat of it. This is my blood, drink of it. You understand? Take my death, you know what I'm saying, and use that, you know what I'm saying, as a way to be redeemed. Yeah, everybody understand? With that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Priest and Officer Kayash.